before I get started, watch till the end of this video and find out how much a dealership was going to charge me to do this job. That is very simple and takes little time and effort to do. Hello everyone, thanks for checking out this video. Today I'll be showing you how to change out taillight bulbs in a second gen Kia Soul. This will be years 2014 to 2019. It's super simple. Let's get started. So all you're going to need for this job is a Phillips head screwdriver and the taillight bulbs, which for the bottom section it's going to be a 2357, and then the mid and top section of the tail lights, brake lights, is going to be a 168. And I'm going to use gloves to when I'm handling the bulbs to not get your finger oils on the bulbs. It'll help make them last longer. So for this job, all we have to do is start by opening the hatch. And the screws that you need to take out is just going to be 4 of them. There's one right here, one right there, one right there, and one right there. So now that the 4 screws are taken out, this taillight should just pop off like that. And I'm going to disconnect this main cable right here, so it's easier to change the bulbs out, so you're not having to hold this out. I can just disconnect it from this connector right here. To disconnect this wiring harness connector, all you do is you push down on this little tab right here, and then you can pull it out like so, and then they'll make it so we can change out the bulbs easier, placing it down like this. So for this bottom section, the tail light, so you'll see it's these 3, so this one, and this one. It's for the bottom part of the tail light, it's the bigger bulb, the 2357, and you just twist this counterclockwise, and you'll hear it click, and it just pops out like so. And see, it's all burnt, and we'll just replace it with a new bulb. So to take out this bulb, all you do is you push down on it. You'll feel kind of like a little spring tension, and you can twist it counterclockwise, and it'll pop right out. So when putting this bulb in, it can only go one way. There's 2 different prongs here. So there's that little prong and this prong, and see, one's lower than this one. So you just look at the socket and you can see that the slots where the prongs go, this one's the higher one, that's the lower one. So you just put it like that, and then you just twist it clockwise, and like that. For the middle and the top bulb, again, just twist that, bring it out, and these, there's no trick to it, you just pull it straight out like so. So I grabbed a new bulb, and this one's pretty easy. It just goes in the little slot right there. You'll feel it click in, and this will be the same with the top, the top bulb too. So I'll just get that one done too. So it's like that. We changed all 3 of the bulbs for the taillights. This is all just for the tail light, brake light. So have the 1, 2, and 3. While I have this tail light out too, if you need to change out your turn signal or your turn indicator or your reverse light, it's these connectors, and it's the same thing. You just twist and pop them out, and yeah, it's pretty easy. Okay, now that I have the bulbs all put back in, let's put this all back. trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me here. But so remember, there's this little push tab right here. It can only go in one way because, as you see, there's the little cutout right here for the tab, little notch, and so it'll just click right back in. Just push it in like that. You'll hear it click. And before I secure this completely, put all the screws back in, I want to check and make sure that the bulbs I replaced actually work. So I'm just gonna put this back into place roughly, and then I'll check out to make sure that these the bulbs work. Just a sec. Sorry, the glare. Let me put the accessory on so I can turn the lights on. And as you can see, those bulbs are working. Or maybe it's kind of hard to see because it's still light, but they're all lighting up. So now that I checked that all the bulbs work, I'm gonna put this all back together. And remember, it's just the 4 screws all along here. I'm not putting these back in any specific order. I just put them one towards the middle just to kind of like hold it in place while I put the rest of them in. Since again, I'm trying to do this all one-handed, so yeah. See, and that's all it takes. It's that simple. And I need to change the tail light, or the same bulbs in this tail light too. So it's just following the same steps. You just, again, there's the 4, sorry, the glare. There's just the 4 screws along here, and you just pop it out. And again, I already showed you how to do the bulbs. Finished changing out the bulbs in the passenger side tail light. Did the same steps, and didn't secure it all the way before I tested it. And then since it was all good, I put all the 4 screws in. And something I forgot to mention too, it's like when you're putting or tightening the 4 screws, you don't have to go super tight, you know, don't just do a nice snug fitment. You don't want to strip out your screws or where they screw into. Again, this is all I use for the job. Gloves are optional. I mean, like I said, it's better to handle the bulbs with gloves so you're not getting your oils on the bulbs itself. And again, Phillips screwdriver. And here's all the burnt out bulbs that I'll be discarding. And I basically just wanted to make this video to show that, you know, changing taillight bulbs really isn't that hard. Anybody can do it. Don't be discouraged and think, you know, it takes a master mechanic to do that. Obviously it doesn't. It's very simple. Just follow the steps. And even just most of this, well, I mean, you can take with other makes and models of cars. I mean, there'll be different ways of taking the taillights off, but relatively the same, changing out the bulbs. I know I'm repeating myself, but please do not pay a mechanic or a service center at a dealership to change out taillight bulbs. You can do it. Anyone can do it. And again, what made me want to make this video is I just took my it's a 2014 Kia Soul, and just for a basic service oil change, and back with the invoice, there's just like recommended things that need to be addressed or serviced, which I'll take care of myself, but I will do my best not to try to show who the dealership is for this. But as you can see, the bulb concern, which they say lamp out, you know, 4 out of 6 tail lamps out, which was what I just changed out. They said both front markers, which wasn't true. I mean, I checked those and they worked. And as you can see, they were going to charge $396.75 for parts and labor on that. That is ridiculous. When this took me, if I didn't have to sit here filming, this would take me less than 10. And total with bulbs, I think I spent, it was like 16 or 18 bucks for all this. So just round it up, like say like $20, like $20 in bulbs, and 10 minutes of my time is definitely a better deal than this. I hope this helps you guys out, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.